Most real estate agents give up on their YouTube channel before it starts to work, but they don't realize that there are several signs that indicate you're on the right path and it's working. Don't stop. If you're seeing any of these signs, this is a clear indication that you are on the right path. So in this video, let's go over 6 signs that your YouTube channel is so close to just breaking through and getting you real leads that you can't stop. Sign number 1 is you are getting more impressions, even if you're not getting a lot of views yet. What are impressions? Impressions is anytime your video shows up on someone's device. It shows up in search results, it shows up on their homepage, it shows up on the side panel, what to watch next, suggested. It just shows up. It doesn't mean that anybody clicked on it, but this is big because this means YouTube is actively promoting your video on your behalf. Now, why does it do this? Why does it promote your video? Because it was so great? No, because it clearly understands who your audience is. Who is the person who is most likely to enjoy this kind of a video? YouTube looks at what else have they watched in the past? What did they search for? What do they click on? What do they skip over? They have, 8 billion data points, and they are looking for people when they say, oh, Susan really likes this channel and clicks on all of these videos. Rebecca is very similar to Susan. She has a similar viewing history. Let's show it to her and see if she likes it as much as Susan does. So when YouTube can figure out who your audience is, it will go out of its way to promote your video for you. So the sheer fact that you're getting more impressions is a very good sign. Now, if you are still in this part where you've been making videos and you haven't gotten any leads yet, I have a free resource for you. I will link it down below. It's called The First 10 Steps to a Lead Generating YouTube Channel. This is what you've got to do in order to make your channel so magnetic, so attractive that when people watch it, they become actual leads for you. So get that link down below. Okay, sign number 2 is one video or maybe 2 are outperforming all of the rest on your channel. This is what happened for me. I started making videos consistently in June of 2017. And before long, I had one video that really took off. And then I made another video that did even better than the original. So the vast majority of leads were coming from just a couple of videos across the entire channel. And this is totally normal. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's the good old 80-20 rule. 80% of your leads are going to come from 20% of your videos. That's just how it works. So when you find 1 or 2 videos that are outperforming everything else, your number 1 thought should be, how do I make another video like this? What else could I do to make another video that's very, very similar? Either it's a sequel, it's the next step, it's the same general format, the same general idea, just slightly different. I was talking to a coaching student the other day, and she said she made a video comparing 55 and over communities in her area. One was a very expensive resort style fancy community. One was a little bit more low budget. They were patio homes. They were nice, but they were nothing super extravagant. And then one was like an RV park where you could have an RV parked, and I guess you own the spot, and it's for 55 and over. So she compared which park, which one would be right for you. What's your lifestyle like? What is your budget? Which one would be best for you? Did so well for her. So my first question for her was, what's the next video you're going to make with this similar format? You don't have to be super creative and come up with new stuff every time you sit down to record. Look at what is working and double down on that. I don't know why we think we have to I came up with a great video and now I have to come up with brand new stuff every single time. Look at what's working and do more of that. The third sign is that you're starting to see search as your number 1 source of traffic to your channel. So you log into YouTube Analytics and you go to the video. And when you look at where did all of these views come from, we have browse, we have search, we have external, we have all different ways that people find your videos. But if you are using keywords in your title very strategically, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link a video right up here where I go into what exactly is keyword research, how do you do it, why is it important? If you are trying to use a keyword in your title and it starts working, you're going to see it here in your analytics. It's going to say, where did all of these views come from? And YouTube search is going to be your biggest source. It might even say external is really big. And then when you scroll down a little bit more, it says, okay, what is external? What does that mean? And it will probably say Google search. So not only are you getting people searching for this content on YouTube, you're getting people that are searching for it on Google, and your video is showing up and they're clicking on it. So they clicked on your video in a Google search, and that's how they ended up watching this video. This is a huge sign, because if you are a hyper local business, which as real estate agents, we all are, we don't work in all 50 states. And even if I was licensed in all 50 states, I can't show you properties in Alaska if I live in Georgia. So the fact that we can get people who are saying, I am interested in buying or selling real estate in the market that you service. I am doing a Google search. I find your video and I click on it. This is huge. You won't get a million views this way. You're not going to go viral and become internet famous. What you're going to get is leads who say, I would like to do a transaction and I want you to be the person to help me. And this is amazing, because this is why we have YouTube channels, right? The fourth sign is that you're getting comments from people you don't know. People watch your video and they leave a comment, and it's not someone from your office. It's not your sister. It's not your mom. It's not anybody. It's somebody that says, this was really helpful. Hey, I've got a question. And maybe they ask you a question, or they say, oh, I love the area where you live. I grew up there. Like, the fact that strangers on the internet are now seeing your videos and they liked it enough to engage with it and leave a comment. This is a huge sign that you are so close. You know that analogy of, here's the ground, and that you plant the seed and the seed is growing, 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 growing. And from the surface, you don't see anything. And if you quit when it's right here, nothing will ever happen. You have to wait until it actually breaks through the ground. Then you know that it's working. So don't give up before it starts to work. The sixth sign that this is starting to work is that you're getting more returning viewers. This is a relatively new analytic that YouTube released over the summer, and it lets you see how many people are coming back to your channel over and over again. How many are brand new viewers, meaning this is the first time they've ever seen any of your videos? How many of them are casual, meaning they've watched a couple of your videos, but not frequently? And how many of them are regulars? They are watching every video that you put out over and over and over again. When you start getting people that are following you, it wasn't just a fluke that they stumbled across one video. They're watching them over and over again. This is an amazing sign that your channel is about ready to break through. And I've got a seventh bonus tip for you, and that is older videos are suddenly starting to perform again. This is kind of a weird thing. You'll put out a video and maybe it doesn't do anything at all, or it does like okay, and then it kind of trails off and nothing happens. And this happened to me for a video that I did that was a neighborhood tour when I lived in the Atlanta suburbs. I went over to the neighborhood. I was not on camera. I put one of those suction cup mounts on my dashboard, and I put my phone in the suction cup, and it shook like crazy. This is not a well done video at all. And I just drove around the neighborhood saying, look, Publix is right outside the gate. If you need to run to the grocery store in the middle of baking a cake because you don't have eggs, it's literally a block away. And look how close it is to the freeway entrance. And look what the golf course looks like. And look what the pool looks like and the tennis courts. And it was literally just a tour of the neighborhood. And when I put it out, it really didn't do very much at all. And then all of a sudden, after, I want to say it was like a year, it took off. So why? Why did that happen? Maybe there was something that happened in the news where suddenly that neighborhood was back in the public eye, and YouTube said, oh, I remember she made a video a long time ago about that neighborhood. It's a trending topic. Let's show it to people and see if they click. And lo and behold, they did. And suddenly that video was getting thousands of views where it had gotten pretty much no love at all when I first released it. Now, the video didn't get better. I didn't change the title. I didn't change the thumbnail. I didn't upload a new version of that video. It's the same old video with no changes. And suddenly it was getting a lot more promotion from YouTube. So I bring that up because Every video you make does not have to be a sensation the minute you release it. This is very common where you put the video out and it was just, "Meh," and then suddenly down the road, it starts to work better. Don't think that every video you make has to be a huge hit from day one. It doesn't. If you're seeing any of these signs, your channel is working. I implore you, don't stop. So now I need you to watch this video next, where I talk about the 3 videos I made that had the biggest impact on my channel for reaching prospects, getting leads, leads that turned into clients, and clients that turned into closings. So watch this video next. Damn, I'm on fire. That was good.